Alright, welcome in. I'm the Kodiak, and today I'm going to be doing a little bit of a different video. I actually was sent this by one of my friends most recently. So my friend Robbie sent me this QB ranking quiz, and I've done one of these before, but what it was rank your favorite NHL teams. But this is going to be interesting because that's like opinion based, and that's, preference. This is also preference, but it's who would you want if you were going to win a game right now. And ultimately, at the end, if you have not seen it, it is going to rank your quarterbacks. It is going to rank who you think is the best quarterback in the NFL. It's going to rank them 1 through, I believe, 37 is where it stops. So yeah, let's dive right into it. So this is I'm doing this on who do I want right now to win the game? Like if I had to choose between the quarterback on the left and the quarterback on the right to win a game, who do I choose right now? And this one's a little tough, this first one's pretty easy considering we've seen one of these guys be elite in the NFL and one that we hope is elite in the NFL. But this is going to look a lot different from like those. I mean, I think the only real lists we have to go off of right now are, Madden rankings and, I don't know, just random stuff that pundits say, like myself, or just random BS. But yeah, let's dive right into it. So I'm going to go Justin Herbert over Caleb Williams. And yeah, so Hurts or Dak. This one might make some people mad, but one of these significantly outplayed the other last year. And honestly, we have a much bigger sample of one of these guys actually being a great QB in the NFL. And yeah, you can make the argument that he crumbles during playoff time, which is a big part of QBs and QB rankings, and ultimately it should be. But at the same time, we've seen Dak be elite in the NFL for more than one season. Hurts was elite in 2022, not good last year. And nobody gave Dak the injury excuse either when he was hurt. So Derek Carr, Jaden Daniels, I think we can confidently say that Derek Carr is washed at this point. Okay, Sam Howell or Baker Mayfield. If you asked me mid-season last year, this may be a little tougher, but one got starting QB money and the other did not, so that makes it pretty easy for me. Michael Penix or Geno Smith. I'm going to go with Geno Smith. And the thing about the rookies in this one is that it's a pretty difficult evaluation because, see like this, Tua or Drake May, because we haven't seen Drake May play in the NFL yet. And Tua's played very well. Tua has played very well at stretches in his career. So yeah, Tua's probably not a guy I can put over Drake May at least, or Jaden Daniels at least, not yet. But ultimately, I do think, if I was building an NFL team, I would take May, no question. But I think I'm just going to go Tua there. Anthony Richardson or Jordan Love. This one's a little tough. We don't have a big sample size on Richardson, and Love went on a tear at the end of last year, even though I think I'm probably going to have Richardson higher than most people on this list because his few game sample size was absolutely absurd. Yeah, I'm still going to go with Jordan Love. Pretty easy. Goff or Stafford. You see, this one's tough because we know who won the playoff matchup last year, but there's still a guy who can elevate any skill position player, and for that I'm going to choose Matt Stafford. This one's not a hard choice to me. I think Fields is the ultimate casual or non-casual test, and if you think Fields is still good after what you've seen over him over the past few years, buddy boy, I got some news for you. Russ or Rodgers? Kind of the same player, older, injury prone. Not really excited about either of these guys going forward, but I think we can confidently say that Rodgers, I don't care what Russell Wilson did last year. He was Carson Wentz in 2021 all over again. I'm going to go with Rodgers. This one, not a tough question either. Again, not a tough question. Same with this one. Oh, man. See, one's a starter and one is not, but I don't think that should be the criteria. Jacoby Brissett or Daniel Jones. See, when Daniel Jones plays, he's been an absolute disaster in the NFL. You know what? High floor, low ceiling, or low floor, low ceiling. I think I got to go with Brissett just because he's less likely to completely screw up a game for you. And if I remember correctly, he actually did pretty well filling in for Cleveland the year before. Not a tough choice. This one, I'd rather have the upside that Caleb Williams has than Deshaun Watson. If you had asked me this a few years ago and I was getting, 2020 or 2021 Deshaun Jackson, it'd be a little different. But, yeah, I don't know. Easy. That one's an easy one for me, too. This is more along my alley because we've seen Howell in the NFL and we've seen Penix in the NFL, and I'd be willing to bet that Howell is probably better than Penix today. So I'm just going to go with that. But I do think Penix long-term will probably end up being better than Sam Howell. Although I don't think Sam Howell is completely ruined. Not even a little bit. Geno was pretty good last year, and he was able to hang on to a starting job. So between the Seahawks, I will make the same decision that they did. Geno Smith or Baker Mayfield? I got to go with Baker. Baker was very, very good last year. Young or Minshew? Not really a fan of what Young showed last year. I know that not all hope is lost. I know everything is bad around him. But we've seen Minshew elevate some pretty bad teams and drag them to some pretty good records. So that's why I am going to go with Gardner Minshew right now over Bryce Young. This one, again, I'm just going to go with the sample size that we've seen. I'd rather have AR. I think you have a better propensity of building a good team around AR. Meanwhile, you've seen what it is with Tua. You've seen Tua's ceiling. So, yeah, I'm going to go with AR there. This one's easy. This one's a little tough. We've seen Kyler Murray be very, very good at the NFL level for multiple years. Same with Jared Goff. And ultimately, I think I just have more faith in Goff's ability to, play quarterback than Kyler Murray. So that's why I'll go with him. Russ or Justin Fields. I'm going to go with the same thing the Steelers did. Kirk, easy. Lawrence, easy. Burrow, easy. Josh Allen, yeah, I don't think Daniel Jones is going to be very high on my list. So I know we haven't seen Bo Nix play a snap in the NFL yet. I think just for the sake of being conservative and Bo Nix potentially becoming Daniel Jones, I'm just going to take Daniel Jones. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not really a fan of Daniel Jones at all, but we have not seen Nix play in the NFL yet. So I feel like when I'm this far in the QB rankings, I kind of have to take into account NFL experience and just take into account that Jones has won a playoff game, even though that's a one-game sample size, and it was against Ed Donatel's defense. Not going to take anything away from him. I'll just go with him there. Oh, yeah, that's another one. I am not a Will Levis guy at all, by any stretch of the imagination. I do not think Will Levis is a great quarterback. I don't think he's even a good quarterback. I don't think he's going to succeed at the NFL level. If there's any of these you want me to explain, just that I gloss over, just leave a comment. And, yeah, so, I think I'll go with Daniel since it's going to be a starter. Ooh. This one's tough, but I still think I'll go with Daniels. I just have more confidence in him. Even if they finish the exact same this upcoming year, then it's no question as to who you prefer going forward. And this one's a little tough because we haven't seen him play. We've seen Baker be very good last year. And I still think, Baker played at a top 10 level last year. So that's Jaden Daniels' upper echelon of outcomes. So, yeah. Again, not really excited about what Bryce Young showed last year, but not all hope is lost. But I don't know. I'll just go Drake May for the sake of this. I'm going to go Drake May. Brock Purdy. This one, you can make the argument either way. Ultimately, I'm going to go with the guy who can elevate the 49ers offensive scheme because the 49ers have never hit the the 49ers, yes, they've always been good, but even still, Jimmy Garoppolo was clearly holding them back in some capacity, so that's why I went with Brock Purdy there. And it's so tough because you don't really know how these guys are going to perform relative to each other when you're like comparing all of them and I don't know, just trying to go in, trying to just rank them over and over again. Kirk Cousins, I think, is a very, very good quarterback. I think he's better than a lot on these lists. Do I think he's better than Stafford? No, I think Stafford's still really good, can still play at the NFL level. Not really big on J.J. McCarthy, so I'm going to go with Bo next there. Trevor Lawrence, C.J. Stroud. Toss up. I'm going to give the slight edge to Burrow. Just because seen him carry a team, and yeah, we've seen him carry a team deep into the playoffs. And yes, Stroud could probably very well do that too. But they just feel like very, very similar players to me. They feel like superhuman, elite athlete quarterbacks. So yeah. Even though I know Carr is washed, I'm still gonna take him over Levis. Just not really a fan of what Levis offers going forward. Deshaun Watson, Michael Penix or Deshaun Watson. Yeah, I'll probably still take Deshaun just because he does have the idea of being pretty decent in his range of outcomes. This is a real question. And over the way the past 2 years have gone, I don't see how you can take Deshaun Watson over Geno Smith. Yeah, that's just kind of how it is. Again, haven't seen Caleb Williams play yet. And again, it's not a question as to who you view going forward. It's who do you take right now? And ultimately, for me, the tiebreaker is moving forward. So I'll go Caleb Williams. Yeah, I'll just go Caleb Williams there. Even though, I don't know, it wouldn't surprise me if you threw them in identical offenses and identical situations right now, and they perform the exact same. I know a lot of people are going to be really mad at whatever way I choose, so I'm just going to go young, and we're going to, just figure it out from there. Russ or Gardner Minshew? See, we've seen Minshew elevate some pretty bad teams. I think I still got to go Russ. Tua, Kyler. I'll take Love here. Goff or Love. I know that anybody who watches the NFC North is going to be pretty mad at what I have to say. So, yeah, I'm just going to go Goff there. Just more proven. Look how different Kirk Cousins and Brock Purdy's necks are. Look how different they are. That's funny. I'll still go with Brock Purdy. Purdy or Stafford? Both great QBs. Honestly. If I need one of them to win now. Who do I go with? Chat, let me know. Let me know if you're still watching. Brock Purdy or Matthew Stafford. I'm just more of I'll just take more of the sure thing in Stafford, even though I know that going forward is supposed to be the tiebreaker. Will Levis or JJ McCarthy? Don't like either, but I'll go with JJ McCarthy. See, it's weird because I feel like I would take JJ McCarthy over Derek Carr, but I would take Derek Carr over Will Levis. So it's kind of tough getting so deep into this list, and yeah. Between these guys, I had McCarthy rated higher as a prospect. I didn't like Penix at all. One of them is probably gonna start. One of them is probably going to. Actually, McCarthy's not gonna start. At least not right away. I don't think. Darnold is still the odds-on favorite to start week 1 in Minnesota, but I don't know who to go with here. I'll take Howell just because I really liked what he showed last year. Same here. Even though I think Nix and McCarthy will both end up outperforming him, I'll take him again. I'll take him again. See, so this is funny. When Brissett came in last year, he looked better than Howell, and I guess I just kind of have to trust that. So, yeah. Ooh. See, one of them played better as the Browns quarterback a few years ago. But I'll take Deshaun Watson. This one's kind of gross because I don't think either guy is even close to as good as where they are rated and viewed in NFL circles. But I'll still take Trevor Lawrence. Yeah, I'll probably still take Trevor Lawrence here. Shit, man. Give me Caleb. Give me Caleb to win a game right now. I'll go Stroud. Stroud or Dak? Stroud. Herbert. Man, the fact that all these AFC quarterbacks, I'm a Broncos fan, and the fact that I have to rank Patrick Mahomes, Burrow, Herbert, Lamar, Richardson, Stroud is depressing. It truly is depressing. I still probably go Herbert. Josh Allen. And yes, Lamar was the MVP last year, but yeah. I think Allen could have won if he was in a more decent situation. And I don't know. I feel like Allen, as weird as it is to say, is kind of getting held back by McDermott. Just a little bit. I'll go Fields. Fields is not the worst QB in the world, but he's still not good at all. I'll take Young. Take Young again. I go next. Minshew. Same player to me, honestly. Minshew, I think, has the tools to at least carry a team for a year, whereas Brissett, it kind of happens for half a year, and then you're kind of over him. So, yeah. Minshew or Deshaun, even though I could have gone Minshew, I went Deshaun. I'll probably go Deshaun again. Both these guys are nowhere near what they used to be. Russ is not that good. Russ has a great deep ball, but Deshaun... All right, I'll take Deshaun there. I'll take Deshaun over Rodgers too. Tua. It's rough because we've already seen one guy lead the NFL in passing yards. Granted, box score is not a great way to measure talent. Yeah, I'll still go Tua. Baker or Tua? This one's pretty tough to me. Yeah, I'll still go Baker Mayfield there. Baker or Kyler? I'll go Kyler. I'll go Kyler again. Man, these guys even look similar. But these guys were similar college players, and I'll just go with who I think is better. I think Caleb Williams is better right now than Kyler Murray. Jordan Love, yeah. Jalen Hurts. Wait, I didn't even see the last one I did. Cousins or Dak? Dak. I think people sleep on Dak way too much. And with Mahomes, I'll just... So, there you go. Let me know what sticks out to you. Let me know what sticks out to you about this list. So yeah, I highly recommend you guys check this out. It's called Blaiden.com. It was created by a software engineer. And yeah, just let me know what you guys think of my list. Really interested to hear your guys' thoughts. And yeah, so that does it for me, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.